Warning: the following program contains world premiere certified ball players, incredible interviews, latest, hottest content material, may not be suitable for people with the following medical condition: original phobia, acute player hater disorder, no jumper, no handles, allergic to playing defense. If you suffer from any of these conditions, contact your coaching staff.
3 minutes to go.
Welcome to License to Ball podcast, where certified ballers play. And now here's your host, Hip Hop.
I want to welcome everybody to License to Ball, man. Appreciate everybody joining us, joining the show. Man. Been a long weekend. A lot of hard work doing this, man. Been a lot of hard work doing this thing. Man. Let me bring that down right there, man. I got a lot of stuff going on. I'm a one-man band sometimes. I got a co-host, but not here today. You can see the mic over there. But I'm a one-man band today. Doing this CP3 middle school combine over there at Lake Point this past weekend. And this day one recap. So if you're tuning in, if you don't see yourself on here, it don't mean we ain't talking about you. We got 2 days of this. 2 days. 2 days of the camp. So this day right here is day one recap. Day one recap. Now with day one recap, we just doing what the top performers were doing at the camp. That's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be talking about. We'll be talking about the top performers in that on Saturday. So I got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff in my mind. So hopefully this show be one of the best shows I could do. You got to excuse me if I mispronounce any names today. Hey, my fault. One last name I'm not going to try to pronounce today. But it's about 1,000 kids, it seemed like that in this weekend. So on this day one recap, we can't cover everybody. Show gonna be only so long. So we picked like 8 to 9 players from day one we could talk about and edit and put together. So you gotta excuse that, you gotta excuse me on that. Because I know it's a lot of players we miss. I know it's a lot of players we could have been talking about. And we just got to do the best we can, man. So I'm just going to do it the best I can. And takeaways from this camp, man. Takeaways from this camp. Not a real lot of size, like a lot of size. It's not a lot of size. People is pretty much around the same height. There's only a few people tower over people. But all the bigs, I seen the bigs was skilled just as good as the guards. I mean, it's ridiculous. Passing and everything. So That's what really stood out to me, how skilled somebody was and the size they were and how coordinated they are, what really made a really big difference for me in this camp. So I'm not going to hold you and keep talking. I'm no long-winded. That's why I came with this podcast and do this. I love doing it, man. I love to feel and look at this, man. Y'all, please share and subscribe and like. Tell a friend. You can find us on YouTube. You already found how you can find it, but you can find us on YouTube, on all major social media platforms like Apple Podcasts. We're working on Spotify video, but we are on Spotify audio, Google Podcasts, all the usual suspects. You even get Amazon Podcasts, all that unusual suspects on this, man. So what we're going to go ahead and do, we're going to go ahead and start into players and work our way back from what we can on memory on players we like out of 9. There's no particular order on rankings, but this kid is coming up first right here, Bentley. Yes, Bentley was the best player I saw on Saturday. Bentley was the best player I saw on Saturday. Mr. Bentley was the best player I saw on Saturday, man. Kid is very special. I liked how you play, man. It's something about the kid. Man, he got G. What we call he got G. Mr. Bentley. That's one of the names I'm not gonna try to pronounce your last name and kill it. About a 6'7" kid, long wing. We in America we developing wings. We starting to be known for wings. We ain't known for basketball. We are known for wings. We are developing a whole bunch of wings, and they very skilled, very coordinated, play all over the floor. So it's just amazing, man, how skilled these kids are. And you can see right here how Mr. Bentley just getting it in, really, man, just getting it in. Real long. The video gonna be played on loop again, so you just gotta excuse me. I got so much stuff I'm doing, but here's the beginning of it. This is how this kid going coast to coast right here. Right here, showing his length, block the shot. Controlling the paint, starting the fast break off his block. Right here, he's running down court and he's finishing up this shot right. I don't think I was disappointed on this weekend for him so far is he didn't get me a dunk. I wanted a dunk. The man didn't get me a dunk. If he got me a dunk, he would have really made my day if he would have got me a dunk, We're going to watch this one more time, so if you miss anything, I miss anything. These clips not that real long, but just to see how this kid play, man. This kid, I want to say what I see and what I think he's going to be. I'm scared to say it as a middle school kid he is. I know what I see. I don't know what I want to say. But it's so early in his career that I don't have the guts to say it. Before I do day 2 recap, y'all can always say, hey, man, I get enough people to say, I want to hear what you're thinking. I will say it out loud, what I'm thinking. But I can't do that. I cannot do that. I can't will myself to do that. Yeah, Mr. Bentley. I was talking about Mr. Bentley, and I even pull up his little intro so we know who we talking about right here, man. That's how much I'm out of it right now, man. I'm trying to do this all by myself and thinking and trying to make this the perfect show. And I totally forgot to pull up that so everybody can see what I'm talking about when they glance back at the screen. Got the informational bar down there. And I ain't did a podcast in a couple of weeks. So just like when y'all play and shoot for a while, y'all get rusty. I get rusty too when I don't do a podcast for a while, I really don't. And then this is really about big man on campus, man. Big man on campus. The bigs, you want to call them bigs or wings, but they bigs, big wings. The bigs stole the show at this camp to me. That's the storyline. And this kid, I'm scared to say what I see out of this kid too. And that's Joshua Sanders out of Southern Georgia. And man, this dude, man, this dude, he's playing just like Bentley, but a year younger. Just imagine when he's gonna be next year. And he got another year. He has another year to come to this camp. I mean, Joshua's trying to have another year to come to this camp, man. And I was so amazed what this dude did. And they about the same stature and size too, really, man. Man, Joshua Sanders, man. Where we getting these kids from? That's what I want to know. Where are we getting these kids from? I mean, it's amazing. Where we getting these kids? What they are doing, man. I'm like, I don't know what we feeding these kids, but man, these jokers, man, they just getting it in. Tall, lanky, comfortable putting the ball on the floor, as you can see. You know, good footwork. Both of these kids right here, not just because they length, the first kid Bentley, and then you got Joshua right here, not just because they length and how tall they are, they're gonna have a chance to make a lot of money at this game. One reason alone, both of them, is their feet. Both of their feet, footwork, should I say, it's a guard type footwork. And I'm not talking about on the offensive end. I'm talking, look at right here. See, this is what I'm talking about right there, on the end right there, where he was able to stay with a point guard, right here again, stay with a guard and block his shot, and he didn't get beat. You might look and say the guy had one step on him, and my view is if you got one step on somebody, you open. As you play higher up level basketball, one step is usually all you're going to get, majority of the time. But this kid still is growing and learning, and he's able to stay one step behind and use his length to block the shot. And I really believe once he really work on his footwork, it won't be one step. He'd be right with the guy the whole time. He wouldn't have to block the shot because the guy won't even shoot it. That's what I really believe. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm seeing. But who knows? But I really like these two bigs. I mean, the bigs stole the show to me. They stole the show. Those jokers stole the show. So, man, as you can see, man, these guys right here at this young age learning how to play the whole floor. Learning how to play the whole floor. So that's really amazing to me how these kids playing. And I've been doing this for about 15 years, and I still be amazed how these kids just keep doing it, just getting it in and doing it. It's amazing to me. And then the next one up we have is going to be Art Tavian Brown. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. I hope I got it right. And I hope I didn't kill his name, but man, that joker, he is real. He's real good. And oh shoot, what happened right here? Man. I'm messing up everything. I'm hitting buttons and messing stuff up in the background, trying to talk and do this. So, you see, I'm showing you in real time. I ain't got nobody behind the scenes right now. I'm just me by myself today. And my co-host not here today, but just showing you exactly what's really going on, what's really good, what's really good. So, Brown, Mr. Brown, what can you do for me, Mr. Brown? That guy. Man, that guy right there. I like watching him play too. He really showed me a lot. DAY1. Just my opinion, man. I've been doing this. This is my opinion, and I've been doing this for a minute. And I didn't get to see everybody play every play, but people gonna probably disagree with me. It was the best point guard I seen at the camp on DAY1. It was the best point guard I seen. He was the best point guard I seen at the camp. I like what this man did at the camp. I like how he advanced the ball. I like how he kept his head up. He's a big point guard. Handled the ball very well. I was very impressed with him. Very impressed with him. I don't like how that look. I'm going to take that down. I should never kept that up on there. But Mr. Brown, we're going to go ahead and cue up his highlights so everybody can see what I think and why I think he is what he is, Going to play those highlights. And you can see for yourself why I feel the way I feel about him. I'm so messing up today, man. I don't even supposed to be playing other music when I'm showing videos. Y'all don't know the difference, but I do. I notice the difference. I need this better highlight music to watch it too. Nope, I'm so messed up. I've been playing the wrong music. This one I'm supposed to be talking to. The other one's for highlights. I had it right the first time. I'm so discombobulated, man. I'm trying to do the best I can with this show, but look at his handles, man. Look how he advanced the ball, man. Look how he just jab, step, crossed him, and went to the goal on him just to freeze him for a split second just to get there. Look at this spin move. That guy tried to take the ball, and he split both of them and get low and then get high at the end and aim high on the top square and get high results. Look how he get the ball. He didn't put it right on the floor right away. He's a triple threat. Looked and seen the court, got fouled on it, got the ball back, and still finish off what he wanted to do. Look at this hesitation. He got that jerky. He got that real, look at that spin move, that jerky flow to him. And when you do that jerky flow, it's hard to guard. And it's very hard when you are playing out of control, guarding the man. So, man, that's why he was the best point guard to me at this camp. As you can see what I see. Now, you ain't got to agree with me, but you can see why I said what I said, why he's the best point guard at the camp, especially for me for day one. He was the best point guard at the camp for day one for me. And that's just my 2 cents, as they say. It's just my 2 cents. Oh, shoot. No. Let me go and bring that back in. I'm hitting buttons before I'm ready to do stuff. So, you know, I am rusty, y'all. I am very rusty. I'm doing things I ain't supposed to be doing, man. I feel bad about that. But you can see that I'm human and I make mistakes. Just I probably made mistakes some other players probably should have been in here and, you know, disagree with. But it's okay. We're going to make it happen. We only could do so much. I just appreciate y'all joining in and watching this show and listening to it, however you're listening to it. And I didn't tell everybody, I'm sorry, I said another thing. I didn't tell everybody who I am when it first came on. I know they said in the introduction, but I ain't said out of my own mouth. I am Hip Hop, the founder of Gym Rat Insider. And this podcast you're listening to is a License to Ball podcast, as you see behind me and all that. But I'm the founder of Gym Rat Insider. You're not familiar with Gym Rat Insider. We make some of the best recruiting mixtapes. They two different things. Mixtapes and recruiting videos are two different things. And game highlights. We do interviews and all those things. And I'm trying to figure out why this popped up, but it's exactly who we have next. It's amazing. Did it on cue. I don't know how it did that on its own, but it did it. And that's who we are talking about next. Jaden. This guy right here was one of the best two guards I've seen at the camp. My personal opinion. He was one of the best two guards I've seen at the camp. Played both ends of the floor. I can't think about who he reminded me of, but, man, he could shoot the ball, drive. He play hard. And when we queue up his highlights, one of the first things we're going to play is showing him diving on the floor. I mean, that's amazing to me. When you got somebody diving on the floor for a loose ball, that's what you love to see as a coach. As we love to see. And go and play his highlights and so you can see what we're talking about. He got long range. If they had a 3-point competition, look at that diving on the ball. If they had a 3-point competition, he'd been a good candidate for winning it, I think. But who knows? I like watching this kid. Basketball's in a good place in America. Even the international game is growing and catching up with us. It's still in the great spot to me. I really believe it's in a great spot. Look at that. Still a ball taken back down the court. That's what you love seeing. That's what you love seeing. And we're gonna go ahead and take a break. Coming back off this, we're gonna go and take a break.
This is Caleb Banks, and you are listening to License to Ball.
This is Trent Markwith with Relentless Hoops, and you're listening to License to Ball.
This Coach Washington, head coach at Pebblebrook High School. You're listening to License to Ball.
You're tuned into the hottest prep basketball podcast, License to Ball, where certified ballers play. Leave us a rating and review. Don't touch that dial. Who am I kidding? This is the internet. Keep rocking with License to Ball. And now back with your host, Hip Hop.
Want to welcome everybody back from break. Had to get some things fixed. Think I got them fixed. I don't like that. I gotta fix that. I like that view better. I think it's tough right there looking like that. So man, we just trying to get a swing of things, get back. Even y'all that camp, just like camp for us, because we gotta get ready for the regular season. I gotta get ready for the regular season, man. Just like you gotta get ready for the season. I gotta get ready for the regular season, asking questions and pushing these buttons, man. So I got an off season, I got a preseason, I got a game day and all that like y'all do. So keep it. It's an art and craft, so don't get it twisted. And the next player we want to talk about is another Georgia kid that I saw that I thought one of the best forwards there was Owen Ward out of South Georgia, outside of the 285 area. And this guy right here is just not even just a bruiser. He's just not a bruiser. He plays both ends of the floor, play hard, sees the floor, can handle the ball very well, good around the basket. This is the kind of kid that you can win with. You're like, oh, man, you didn't say about the other kids. No, you can win with those kids. What I mean by this, a kid you can win with. He can play in any system and contribute. Everybody can't play in every system, but they can win. He can fit in any coach's system and win with that. The coach can win with him. They don't have to call a play for him. He's be very effective. He's kind of like He's kind of like a modern day Dennis Rodman to me. He's he's kind of like a Dennis Rodman to me. He's like a modern day Dennis Rodman. That's how I will sum this kid up. Just thinking about it now, he's like a modern day Dennis Rodman to me. That's how I will play that. To me, he's like a modern day Dennis Rodman. And you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Hopefully you will. See what I'm talking about. Modern day Dennis Rodman to me. Play real tough, man. Play real tough to me. Yeah, I think that's a good comp. A modern day Dennis Rodman to me. I think that's a great comp. That is a great comp to me. And if he heard that and he watched this, he need to own up to that. Dennis Rodman used to be able to score, but late in his career, he just got obsessed with rebounding and defense. So Dennis Rodman played like this as a younger career. And he got an active body, real live body, what our scouts say, with a lot of energy. And nowadays you have to put energy and hustle as a skill, which is crazy, but we have to do that nowadays. Effort is a skill now. It's very crazy, but you see, got a very live body. If I had a team, he'd be one of my first players on my team. Give me a point guard that could distribute and see the floor with him, and anybody else that we get, just icing on the cake. I mean, this would be icing on the cake. That guy would be good off in pick and roll. And he's pretty good around 10 to 15 feet. And I suspect he can probably add on more of his game. He in the gym. He young, though. So these kids young. So none of my finished products. None of these guys are finished products. Not at all. But, you see how he's playing defense right here, blocking the shot, blocked it again. The guy thought it was luck. I guess the guy thought he got lucky the first time. He come right up here and stay with the ball and keep hustling, playing hard. You keep hustling, chasing the ball, good things happen. Right here, once again, good ball got loose. He tipped it to himself, took him the fast break, looked up, saw the guy cutting, bounced past it to him. That's very fundamental. Bounce pass right here. He didn't have nothing in the post. As he was trying to score, he realized that and found the guy cutting to the goal. I mean, this guy right here, this Dennis Rodman right here. Right here, most definitely is Dennis Rodman. But it's amazing to see what these kids are doing at a young age. It is amazing what these kids are doing, man. It's amazing what these kids are doing at a young age. Yeah, I think he's going to be little Dennis. I think it might be a nickname for him. I only see him play one weekend, so I'm going to go check him out some more. But I think I see a little Dennis. Little Dennis, man. Yeah, little Dennis. And then this next guy up we've seen is, I'm going to say, Antonio Mormon. I think that's his name. Antonio Mormon. I don't want to kill the names or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure Antonio Mormon. How do you pronounce that? Not a real hard one. Pure point guard. This guy right here, pure point guard. Not real big, but a pure point guard, Push the issue, see up court very well. I was very impressed with him. I went to court. I like it when you are coming to court, you looking, and you look at kids that look apart. And while you're doing that, you have a kid like him and say, look, homie, I'm right here. I'm balling too. I'm going to make you pay attention to me. When you're playing like that, it's very easy for somebody to pay attention to you. It's very easy for somebody to pay attention to you. You most definitely will when you play like that. They will be paying attention to you. Just this microphone a little bit. Y'all can't see me adjusting the microphone right now, but that's okay. Just tuning in. You're listening to the License to Ball podcast. Tell a friend, retweet, like, share, and subscribe. Leave your comments and everything, man. We do this weekly. Every Monday night, we release a new podcast at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And no further delay. I told you I'm long-winded, so we're going to go in and queue up Antonio's highlights so everybody can see what I'm talking about and why I like him so much. I'm going to play those for you. He's moving so fast, I got to keep the camera out with him. I had a hard time getting a good still image of him because he's smart. He's little. And he don't get into that paint a whole lot because he's little. He understands that. He understands this game. And that's part of the game, knowing your strengths and limitations. A lot of kids do not know, and they need to learn. And that's what these camps are for. The dude distributes. He probably had some led. He's probably in the top 10 in the camp in assists. Because I didn't see everybody play, but I've seen a lot of games. I look across courts, and I didn't see one person passing the ball this much and looking up him than his guy was. Other guys had a lot of assists, but this guy right here, he's like a TJ Ford to me. Not just because of the braids, just how he plays. As you can see. Just stripping that rock. But I'm not even sure. Man. Yep. I mean, he didn't. I'm thinking about too many things while I'm watching this video, y'all, so excuse me. I apologize, but really not talking and talking about his highlights. But, man, this dude right here, he's what you like to call is a jitterbug. Is a classic jitterbug. Classic jitterbug. Checking out something. I think I was right the first time, but it's okay. I've been making so many mistakes y'all might even notice, but been making mistakes trying to get this right. And the next guy I want to talk about is Mr. Abram Phillips. Small forward, guy you love to have on your team. Very enthusiastic, cheer the team on, cheer his teammates on, upbeat, happy. And there's another type of player that, you know what he kind of remind me of? I gotta go look back at it again. But he kind of remind me of Detlef Schrempf. Played for the Seattle Supersonics. With Sean Kemp and company over there. He played with somebody else before then, but he mainly played with Seattle. Detlef. That's who he remind me of. Kid got a good attitude, always clapping and smiling. You'll see when you watch his highlights, you'll see why we say that. And he just look like he's just a fun kid to be around and play with, man. That's what I take from it. From Abram. I kept trying to call him Abraham, but it's just Abram. I wanted to call him that so bad, and that's not in his name. But you know, I'm known for doing that sometimes. Trying to get somebody a name that they wasn't named. But go ahead and let's go and play these things, man. We'll go show what we're talking about with Mr. Abram. Look at him clapping. He happy what's going on. He happy with his team. He makes sure he's cheering his team on. And he got that modern day game. It's how he socialized with his teammates, talking, cheering up. College coaches notice that. Coaches in general pay attention to that. Scouts pay attention to stuff like that. Those are little things that if you're a tweener on the fence, they're going to go with a kid like that that's going to be a positive person in the locker room and good, what they call their culture. He's going to be good for their culture, what they like to call. And Abrams is that dude. Not Abrams. Abram is that dude that they look for when a team is, especially when a coach first starting off and he's just getting there and he wants some good cornerstone pieces. A coach like that will recruit a kid like this to help build his program up and get the culture going the way they think it should be. And so, as you can see, if it's your first time listening to me, you can see that when I talk about these players, that I don't say the same thing. I don't have the same. They have different attributes. I'm not cookie cutter when I talk about these players. The players tell me what I need to say about them. The players tell me who should be on this show. I don't decide. People might think I decide. I don't decide. A lot of people might think, oh, yeah, you show favorites. No. No, sir. That is not true. I go out there and watch it. I don't even have a kid out there. I don't have a program. I have a kid with me. If y'all remember me or you don't remember me, but my kid was handing out the flyers for this show, that how you found this show. Right now, he's taking a nap, getting ready for his training because we got basketball coming up. He's going to play basketball for the first time this year. He's going to be playing up 2 age groups, but he won't notice the difference. He'll just be happy to play. So we're going to work on some basketball when he wake up, but that's my kid. I don't have a kid out. I don't have a dog in this fight. We just come out here and cover this basketball and do the best we can. So I like that kid too, man. That kid, special kid. Got a lot of special kids. These kids some good kids. They really are. They're some good kids, you see. Man, they were really good kids out there. So, you know. We're going to go ahead and bring up the next one. We're going to say the best for last. Small packages. What they say? No, not small packages. Good gifts come in small packages or something like that. I know I'm killing it, but I said my own little spin to it. But Noah, you know what I'm talking about, Mr. Noah. Probably the best shooter at the camp. Noah was probably the best shooter at the camp, in my humble opinion. Mr. Noah was the best shooter at the camp to me. I really thought he was the best shooter at the camp. That's another kid that I wasn't checking at, and I was very happy and pleased to see Mr. Noah getting busy. Got a nice stroke on him. Nice stroke. I think he's one of the best shooters. If he, I be like this. If you say, no, he wasn't the best shooter. He wasn't the best. Okay. I'll take that argument. But any age group, I'll argue you down if you didn't say he was the top 10 shooter at the camp. I mean, look at the ball hitting the bottom of the net. When it goes in, it's hitting the bottom of the net. We already seen other people shooting the ball, stroking it. Their ball was hitting the middle of the net, going back in on arch, which is fine. Nothing wrong with it. It's like, you know, you shoot the ball so perfect, go straight down, the net don't really move at all. That's how a lot of his shots are. And his stroke is so soft. That's another player that could find himself on a team anywhere because he shoots the ball so well. And shooting is a skill. Shooting is real big. Yeah, you just gotta love when a guy shoots like that. You really gotta love it when a guy shoots like that. I don't even know why I switched that music, because we at the end, folks. Thank you for joining and staying, watching the whole show all the way to the end. I really appreciate that. You know, you can find this anywhere. You can find this anywhere. I'm playing two instrumentals at the same time. You know, I'm going to pull my hair off to the show. But thanks for watching the show. Little man had woke up. I was quiet for a second because little man came in the studio and he didn't say nothing. So y'all didn't even hear him, which is good. So now he came in the perfect timing, really. So we're going to wrap this show up and do day 2 recap very soon. Cover the All-Star game and the dunk contest and Fab Five. We're going to do a Fab Five team, first and second team. 10 players that stood out the whole camp in 2 days on day 2 recap. Thank you for joining us. Hey, if you want to come on the show, we ain't hard to find. Like Dion said, we ain't hard to find. I'm glad I said that and I thought about that because that is going to be a good promo entry. I'm going to use that on Dion for people for coming on the show. Do an interview, commits, anything going on, updates, anything. And I want to thank you for joining the License to Ball podcast. Man, y'all been great listening to me. I can hear y'all complaining and saying all crazy stuff through the headphones while you're watching this. So I want to thank all y'all for watching this show. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You saw me in the gym when I was handing out these flyers. You was one-on-one I'm doing. And I hope I didn't disappoint. I disappointed myself though, because this is a bad show. I get this a D for me. Maybe I give it an F plus. Production should have been way better. Even I had a lot of stuff to do. I don't care. I've been doing this too long. I should at least do on a bad day a C minus. So I give myself a F plus today for doing this show all by myself, and doing this is an F plus. I will get back into things. I will do better, y'all. I will do better. I'm going to work on it. Till next time, peace. This is going to be a good shot right here. Take a picture of this right here. It'll be a good shot for social media, for a backdrop right here. So people know what this podcast is about right here. I think this is going to be a real good backdrop right here. We're going to switch this up. Yeah.